Yeah. Oh, you do have a mentor
Like,
now?
we don't. We have had a mentor because we went through the Princess Trust as well. So we did that whole program. Then we had another mentor. So we've got quite a few people that kind of not necessarily like, oh yeah, you're my mentor, but if we need something, they'll guide us and help us out or point us in the right direction.
Okay. So regarding the food, yeah, you were cooking in the Ivy, yeah. Obviously, you weren't cooking Jamaican food there, but then you went and started cooking Jamaican food outside of that. You've always been cooking Jamaican food, but someone probably had to guide you and teach you that. Well, who taught you to cook?
You know what's crazy, you know?
Here we go.
Is that we never grew up on traditional Caribbean food because okay, so we grew up in the Nation of Islam, which is like a black like I don't know, Malcolm, if you know Malcolm X and people like that.
I was gonna get to this because of your surname, so let's keep going.
So that's how we grew up. So people in the Nation of Islam, they follow a diet called How to Eat to Live, which is very whole food based, semi-vegetarian. So it's like pescatarian kind of, all very healthy. You can't eat from a can. You can't eat like peanuts and certain things, coconut, certain things that are like harsh on your throat, because obviously, basically, it's like anything you put in your body should nourish it. And certain foods are a bit harsh in your body. So like a peanut, for example, if you're swallowing it, it's scratching up your throat and things. Like, so just certain foods I just never grew up on, like other than when we go to like auntie's house or go to Jamaica, but not on an everyday basis. My mum cooked very basic food. So for us, it was literally just like, all instinctual. Yeah, it was all instinct. Like, I don't think I ever tried a stew peas until we made our own stew peas. Like, that's how mad it is. Like, everything was just from, okay, we're gonna make this. Yeah. We never like went in the kitchen and said, yo, auntie, can you teach me how to do this? Like, it was all just instinct, really.
Oh wow. Okay, I never knew that. All right, cool. Throwing me off a bit. Okay. All right, so we've done the biggest challenge, yeah? What has been your biggest win so far on your journey? It could be individually or collectively, or even what have you enjoyed the most? Like, it must be.
I feel like mine's not even like a win as such yet. It's more just the fact that we've managed to maintain Livity for the time that we have.
Yeah.
Like, that's my biggest achievement. Like, do you know how many people's businesses don't last like more than a year? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so for us, to be in a place where we knew absolutely nothing and to be where we are now, it's just like, wow. Like, swear down we did this. That kind of thing. So, that is my achievement. I was literally going to say the same thing. Livity is the achievement. Yeah. Just the fact that we're here. Because like, for a long time, we kind of thought about it. Like, we've always wanted to work for ourselves. And like, just being wrapped up in the chef world and stuff, like, you just think that's it. Like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I'm going to work for someone. Like, even though you want more. So it's like having that courage to say, boom, do you know what? Like, I'm going to take that step of faith and just walk away from everything and just start again. I think that's the most like.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. So you said you grew up in the Nation of Islam. Yeah. Is that, and so then I'm guessing your parents, or where's that come from? Your parents?
My parents. So my mum and my dad.
Oh, snap. Where was you
born? My mum's still
born here?
What's that, sorry?
So we
were born here. My mum's born here as well, and my dad's born in Jamaica. And then my dad, when he came over here, he heard the minister talking, and then he became a Muslim. And then later down the line, my mum became Muslim. But my mum still practices and is a member of the Nation of Islam to this day. Well, my dad isn't anymore.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I saw your surnames for the first time, and I said, I've never seen a Jamaican person with a surname like that before. So I was confused. So I went, I'm going to ask you guys where that comes from. Is that where it comes from?
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's where it comes from. So like, when you join the nation, you get the Muhammad, and like even the Muhammad is spelled kind of different to normal Muhammad. Like that Muhammad will always be someone that's related to the Nation of Islam, because it's not the traditional way of spelling it. Like the Prophet, it's a bit different. So like when you become a member, basically they take away your surname and they give you an X, and that's where Malcolm X got his X from. And then when you get over like your transition period, where you're like, there's like a monitoring period where they have to watch your behavior and see how you are, kind of thing. And then after that, you get a Muhammad. And then all your children, babe, I'm on a meeting. Check the oven as well. You got something in the oven. babe, I cannot. So yeah, that's how we got on Muhammad. Check the oven.
Okay, so I say, all right, cool. And then also on your menus, you've got the Pan-African, Pan-African colors, yeah? How did you connect with that? Where was that? Is that?
That's another part of our upbringing, into our...
So like, I guess we got influenced by our mum, who's very pro-Black, very
connected to African spirituality.
Yeah, and she always, even while she was in the mosque, she took us to a lot of like Black events, Rasta events, like so we're always around that, like literally any occasion that there was a celebration, would be there, the drums, all of that. So like it was very in our upbringing, basically, like we've always been like very proud Black people. Does that make sense? Like so as we've got older, the last, I would say about 7 years, we kind of gravitated towards Rastafarianism, pro-Black, Marcus Garvey, those kind of people. So basically we educated ourselves on it, and it was something that we could relate to. So yeah, we don't really like follow a religion as such, but we definitely would associate ourselves with being pro-Black, and that's kind of the lifestyle that we kind of follow.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You know the name Livity. How did you come up with that, and where is it from?
Yeah, again, that's from like, you know, like Rasta always would be like life, like Livity is life, basically the essence of living and life. So we were like, what is it that our food represents? And to us, our food represents giving life to people. So that's where that name came from.
Okay. All right, cool. I think that like what's on watching this has a nice little intro to you guys. Now, what I would probably ask you now, because you lot are, I think you're looking to get a restaurant, right? Like a place, yeah. But what I would say to you now is like, if you could go back in time 10 years and speak to your younger selves, what would you say to them, like as an advice?
I would say, if you want to do it now. That's it. Like,
yeah.
Cause I feel like for a long time we questioned a lot of stuff, and if we just did it then, we would be like so much more further ahead. Obviously, everything comes in their own time, in the right time. So like, it's perfect as it is. But look, if I could say that, I would say definitely just do it then. Like when you're thinking about it, all those, just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. Is that for both of you? I can't even.
I think I would say, just have faith and stop worrying. Like, you know, sometimes like, or there's a period of time where I'd always be worried about like, what is my future gonna hold? I'd be going to work knowing that I hated my job, but had didn't know what was next kind of thing. But then I knew what was next, if that makes sense. But I still worry about it because I knew that Livity would eventually become something like. So I feel like it's just like, don't worry. Understand the process and just keep going in it. Just don't doubt yourself.
Okay. All right. I think that's most of my questions done, you know, regarding this, because we've scoped your journey, your biggest win, your biggest learns. Is there anything you want to share about yourselves in terms of like the business, goals, achievements, things that you maybe think that if you're going to give advice to someone that was starting out right now, and they were going to try and start their own restaurant or start doing catering, what advice would you give them? I can't see both of you at the same time right now for some reason. Oh, here we go.
I would just say, stay committed, ask for help, and literally just ride the wave. Like, ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
There's
What do
going
you
to
mean
be
by the
good
wave?
times, bad times.
Oh, bad times.
Good times, bad times, all of them, just see them as a learning curve. If you really want something, you're going to get it regardless. So it's like, don't stress over the stuff that's not going your way, the problems that come up, like, it's all part of it.
Okay. Do you feel like over the years you've dealt with the bad times well enough? Did you learn from them? Like, what was probably your biggest?
I feel like at the time everything just seemed like a lot. It's like, why is this happening to me? But in hindsight, like, I think we did pretty well. I think it could. Yeah,
we didn't give up.
Exactly.
We didn't give up.
Was there times when you felt like giving up? Was there times?
So many times.
Yeah. And then what kept you going? What kept you going?
The fact that I'm not having a boss again. Like, I'm not having a boss again. Like, it's crazy because when I was in the kitchen, I was like, by the time I'm 30, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I physically can't, I mentally can't, And literally at the age of 26? That was my last day in the kitchen. Like, 26, it was over. And I'm so grateful for that.